there's this new app that came out in France. It's kind of like an Airbnb style app for using your EV charger at your house to let other people plug in, and the homeowners with EV chargers can make a little extra cash. The problem we have in the United States is that, and in some states, you can't resell electricity. Hi, I'm David with EV World News. Today, I'm in studio with our founder and chief editor, Bill Moore. How's it going, Bill?
Hey, it's been a busy day, but I'm doing great, thank you.
One of the arguments you always hear, it's like, well, where's the closest charging station? And it's like, well, there's almost always an electric outlet closer to you than there is a gas station.
I got one here.
Yeah, and people like to think you have to have a supercharger. Well, admittedly, we know that 110 volt electricity is only going to give you about 3 miles of range per hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Not going to get you very far. Okay. But that being said, there's this new app that came out in France, and it's winner of Fast Company's 2024 World Changing Ideas. It's kind of like an Airbnb style app for using your EV charger at your house to let other people plug in. Now, this has been started in France, and they're mentioning that in this one French village, there aren't any public EV chargers. But if you're driving an electric car through the area, you can use the app to book time with a private charger at someone's home.
And that's by the way, I looked up some photographs of the village. That's a very pretty little village.
Oh, yeah, it's village of Gessling-Hemmering.
And there's some who was it? There was somebody fairly significant, I think a famous French general or something like that, came from there, so.
Well, there's generally somebody famous from just about everywhere, right? Hey, look, we're in Omaha. Gerald Ford was born here.
That wasn't his name when he was born, but that's another story.
So Plug-in is designed to work like Airbnb for EV charging. When drivers take a road trip, they can schedule stops at private chargers along their route, and the homeowners with EV chargers can make a little extra cash. Now, this is in France. Okay. Eventually, they'll try to put this around the world. And the app appears to be in English, or at least it can be read in English.
Yeah, it does have an English version. Yeah.
Since it launched last year, more than 75,000 people have downloaded. More than 1,000 charging points are now listed on it. Since chargers are often in a garage or behind a locked gate, the app shares details, including entry codes or instructions to contact the host just before the reserved time. The process can be manual or automated, may involve varying degrees of human interaction. That's a very interesting idea. Now, the problem we have in the United States is that we are 50 independent nations practically in the United States. We have different laws in every state. Utilities are different in every state. And in some states, you can't resell electricity. And so that's going to be a problem here in the United States. So I'm sure eventually new guidelines, rules to be able to allow this will have to get passed, because in most parts of the United States, your local utility is a legal monopoly. And, this has changed over the years. They used to make it so only one company could sell you home phone lines. Then they changed it so that they had to sell the lines or rent the lines cheaper to other companies so they could also sell phone service. Well, I think we're going to see the same thing on this. But this makes a lot of sense. I mean, there's a lot of businesses that have their own private chargers. Not that Amazon's probably going to let anybody use it, but Amazon has 17,000 private chargers. And, that's a lot of chargers. Of course, they probably have a lot of chargers every one of their locations because they have a lot of vans. And there was talk at one point about trying to electrify the whole U.S. postal fleet. And there's plans to do that eventually. But one of the arguments was people should be able to go in and use the chargers when the fleet is out and about, and, make that. And that's been kind of questionable too, because their plan is to have them behind.
They're behind chain link fences, which you would want because you want your mail secure facility to be secure, and you want the vehicles to be secure. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I've seen lots of discussions on these topics, but eventually, I think you're just going to see more and more businesses having charging at work, even if they don't have regular public chargers, for some of their employees to use.
And the business could open that up if they have the sort of a private or public accessible lot there. They could open up their things and use an app like this, and until they have sufficient numbers of employees using the chargers, make it available, make a little money off of them, return some of the, return a little bit of the investment.
Hi, I'm David with EV World News. If you like this video, then please press the like button. If you like the content and would like to see more videos on electric vehicles, then please hit the subscribe button. If you have some feedback for us, please let us know in the comments. Have a great day.